Hello friends, good morning and today we are starting our new topic of the third chapter. The new topic of the third chapter is privatization. What do you mean by the privatization? Privatization, as I said that from 1991 when uh, PV Narasimha Rao was our prime minister that time and Manmohan Singh was our finance minister. During that time they have adopted a new policy which has adopted a new model. The new model has LPG model. What is the LPG model? Liberalization, privatization, and globalization. This model is, I think you are unable to listen. So again, I'm trying and revising again. We are starting the third chapter's fourth point. The fourth topic is privatization. As I said that from 1991, PV Narasimha Rao, which a person who has our prime minister that time, PV Narasimha Rao, and in his chairmanship, a new policy has started under the finance minister of Manmohan Singh. Okay, they have decided a new policy which is known as economic reform, and they have taken so many new decisions for our economy and economic policy. They have adopted LPG model, and LPG model is liberalization, privatization, and globalization model. By this model, the person so many restrictions which have for the private sector, so many restrictions and so many rules, regulations, and license policy also changed. And in the liberalization, so many private sector can easily enter for the production, and license process has made easier. So this type of decision have taken by our prime minister and under the chairmanship of the prime minister and finance minister of our India that time, Manmohan Singh. Okay, and they have taken this decision and they have started privatization also. What is the privatization? Now we are going to discuss about this. What is the privatization? Privatization, that means what? Friends, during 1951 to 1990, India have adopted the protection policy for the private sector, minimization of the competition with foreign countries, and our government has given full protection to Indian private sectors, Indian industries, and Indian all sectors, agriculture, service, and industrial sector. Now we are discussing the what is the privatization. We have done the liberation. Liberation, that means remove restrictions and rules liberal for the all sectors, all economic sectors. That is the liberation. Privatization, that means it implies shedding of the ownership or management of a government owned enterprises. Government companies are government companies are converted into private companies in two ways. Government companies converted into private companies in two ways. First one, by withdrawal of the government from ownership and management of public sector companies, and second one is by outright sales of public sector companies. Okay. By this two way, government companies are converted into private companies. Okay. Now we have the first one, disinvestment. Disinvestment, that means what? Already established companies hand over to the private sectors by sell shares to the private sectors. It's known as disinvestment. Okay, I will repeat it. Privatization of the public sector enterprises by selling of part of the equity shares. equity of PSES to public to is known as disinvestment. That means general public can easily invest their capital by the purchase the equity share. Okay, it's known as disinvestment. The purpose of the sale, according to the government, was mainly to improve financial discipline and facilitate modernization. It was also invested that private capital and managerial capabilities could be effectively utilized to improve the performance of the PSUS. Okay. And by this, privatization has started. Now I'm going to explain some things which are related to Navratna and public enterprises policies. You know, friends, we have this three type of companies: Navratna, Mini Ratna, and Maharatna companies. We already done this type of in the King Vikramaditya, who were eminent persons of excellence in the field of art, lecture, and knowledge. In order to improve efficiency, infuse professionalism, and enable them to complete more effectively in the liberalized global environment, the government identified PSES and declared them as Maharatna, Navratna, and Mini Ratnas. The government identifies PSES and declare them as Maharatna, Navratna, and Mini Ratna. What do you mean by the Mini Ratna, Maharatna, and Navratna? I'm going to explain this all. So they were given greater managerial and operational autonomy in taking various decisions to run the company efficiently and thus increase their profits. Greater operational, financial, and managerial autonomy has also been created in profit making enterprise referred to as mini ratna. These are known as mini ratna. Okay. The center public enterprises are designated with different status. A few example of the public enterprises are Maharatnas. There's a Maharatna. Indian Oil Corporation Limited. You can see IOCL. What is the full form IOCL? Indian Oil Corporation. Still Authority of India Limited. Still Authority of India Limited. And next one, Navratnas. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited. We can say MTNL. Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited. And next one is you remember this one or because of for 2 marks this will question write names of the Maharatnas company that time you can write. Next one is Navratna. Navratna companies are Hindustan Aeronautic Limited, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam Limited. Last one is Mini Ratnas. Mini Ratna companies are Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, it is BSNL. You have listened so many times this word. Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited and Airport Authority of India, Airport Authority of India, and Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation. These are caters also in this Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited. These all are included in Mini Ratna. So you have to learn these old names: Maharatna, Miniratna, and Navratna. Many of these profit PSEs were originally formed during the 1950s.